We don't need permission to dance, BTS sing in the chorus of their catchy English hit. But do the structures of the K-pop industry intertwine with artistic freedom? My dissertation focused on how the K-pop music industry has responded to issues of creative labour and contracts stemming from my own passion for K-pop and how it is a unique music scene from those that have been previously dominant in the music industry. Beginning of my research, I found a lack of academic writings about K-pop generally, and what had been written was limited in terms of the scope of research of how the industry itself operates and how it has changed over time. Therefore, I chose to do a comparative analysis of four generations of K-pop's creative labour practices, relying more heavily on grey literature from both Western and East Asian sources in an attempt to ensure any personal bias on my part and any bias by the authors of the literature I was reading was being challenged, and balancing these readings with academic literature on issues of creative labour in the music industry more generally and how it is relevant to the K-pop music industry. But what significance does this research have? K-pop as a music industry is growing at an exponential rate, not only displaying financial significance, but also cultural significance, becoming a central part of the music conversation in South Korea and globally. The performers of K-pop, also known as idols, experience a unique training and management system that, from an arts management perspective, is an interesting one to explore, as although it shares similarities with Western music models, it is more overtly criticized, with many Western media outlets focusing on the dark side of K-pop. Through my research, I found that this training and management system does possess a dark side, such as strict beauty standards exhibited through increased pressure to conform to beauty standards and have plastic surgery, and managerial control over the trainees and idols' personal relationships, such as rules against dating and limited contact between family and friends during training. However, it is important to note that this system has been allowed to develop due to cultural differences in which what some people deem as unacceptable practice is the cultural and societal norm elsewhere. In the case of K-pop, South Korea culturally has a different standard of beauty and work ethic, and while this puts unprecedented pressure on the individuals involved in these systems and demonstrates a pattern of problematic behaviours, it is important to take note of this cultural perspective. Increased global success has been a significant contributing factor to the added pressure for the trainees and idols, but it has also allowed for increased scrutiny to be highlighted within the system, with advocacy on the parts of fans and K-pop groups themselves leading to fundamental changes within the system, such as the rise of an alternative system in which idols have a higher level of agency and collaboration between artists and their agencies in terms of the music itself, and the image of the group is being normalised. However, that is not to say the system is now devoid of creative labour issues, and I believe that further academic study into the subject will allow for a more comprehensive and complex debate on the main issues to take place. Limitations of the dissertation format meant that I left a lot of avenues unexplored, such as the mandatory military service young male South Koreans, including idols, must serve. Therefore, with the rise in K-pop's world domination not appearing to decline anytime soon, now is the time to explore the industry, not only scrutinising it through white hegemony, but challenging our personal perceptions of what good training and management is from a global perspective. I would like to take the time to thank Dr. Kim Marie Spence for her guidance and inspiring me throughout the dissertation process, and the entire staff in the MA Arts Management course for their support throughout my degree, and thank you to everyone for listening today.